All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another day of the 75 Hard vlog. And today I had a whole video filmed, ready to post, but I have to demonstrate some integrity right here with this process that we're going through. So I had a few people tell me before I started, because I told them that my diet was to track my macros, because I'm a big believer in mindful eating, and tracking your macros is a great way to gain insight about your diet and what you need to get rid of in order to hit your goals, and what you need to put into it to hit your goals, whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight. So I think tracking your macros is a fantastic way to have a diet for the 75 Hard program. But the thing about tracking your macros is, if you do it right, you can afford to have a cheat meal, basically, or have a snack, like one of the junk food. We'll put it like that, junk food. And so I knew this, and that's kind of a benefit of tracking your macros, is you can afford to do that. But I listened to, because I wanted to make sure I knew everything, because I find myself having to explain a lot of the rules of 75 Hard to our team members, which is fine, but I don't totally understand it myself sometimes. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go listen to the podcast from Andy Frisella and learn more about what it is exactly. And in that podcast, he says tracking your macros is okay, but you can't have junk food. And if you do have junk food, if you have one of those, things that you shouldn't be having, if you're not eating as clean, 100% clean, then you go back to day one. So that being said, the other day when I had my early day in the morning on Wednesday, I stopped at Wawa. I got my classic, well, I had coffee already, but I got my Sizzly, which is not necessarily clean either. But then on top of that, I had a cheese Danish, and so that is a junk food, which means that I need to go back to day one. So the second thing is the 2 workouts a day need to be a minimum of 45 minutes each. There have been multiple runs that I've done. I've been running for a while. I've been running since the Marine Corps, so my running is pretty good. It doesn't take me very long to run a few miles, and a lot of my running for the marathon in October is just 3-mile base runs that take me about 25 to 30 minutes. And that's where I would count that as my time. So if I'm going off of that standard as well, I need to go back to day one also, because they didn't equal out to 45 minutes. So that being said, I guess it's obvious now that I am going to go back to day one tomorrow. So today is day 4. Tomorrow will be day 1 again for me, starting over. It is a little discouraging, to be honest with you. I had a few minutes there, or a few, just kind of reflecting on it and just being like, man, I really didn't want to talk about it and admit that I needed to go back. My mind was trying to find a way to, like, oh, it's cool, you're good, you can do it, you're fine, just keep going, tomorrow's day 5. But when I'm really thinking about it, and I'm really being honest with myself, I did not follow it specifically because of my just my ignorance of the program, I guess you could say. So if I'm doing it truly right, and I'm trying to utilize this program for the exact reason it's made for, which is developing that mental toughness, pushing through something that's really challenging, and holding myself accountable to it 100% accurately, I need to go back to day 1. So tomorrow I will officially be going back to day 1 and starting over. I'm going to continue. I hit most of everything that I've planned on doing. I've been reading, as you've seen, you've been watching the videos. I just need to eat 100% clean, which means, just the things I should be eating, not giving myself the things I shouldn't be eating. So no, like, cookies or highly processed foods, or anything like that. So I need to watch what I eat a little bit better. And then on some of my workouts, especially on the outdoor ones, on those run days, when I'm finished my run, I just need to walk for a few more minutes, have a little cool down session, so I can get that full 45-minute workout in, so I can be accurate to what the program is. Part of the program is following it to 100% the degree it was made. That's what makes it work, and I'm a strong believer in that. Kind of altering it, I get it. A lot of people tend to do that. I wanted to do that when I first heard about 75 Hard, but I get what he's saying. You have to follow it the way it's made in order for it to work. So I want 75 hard to work for me. I want the program to do what it's intended to do for me. So I'm going to do it 100% accurately. For those who might have been following along or are on the team that are doing it kind of in a modified fashion, I encourage you to do it to the right way as well. I know it's very daunting. It's scary. It seems like a pain in the ass, but if you signed up for this team and there's a reason you did it, you know what I mean? There's something inside of you that said, I need this change in my life. I need something to challenge me like this to help me grow in a certain way. So if you thought that originally, but you were just a little intimidated by the program itself, it's still there within you. You have the ability to do this. I have the ability to do this. It's just a matter of committing to it and staying disciplined and staying with it. Which is the hardest part. But having integrity, doing it the right way, and doing it exactly the way it's supposed to be, that's what it's all about. So if you're doing it in a modified fashion, listen to this, think about it for a while. I want you to make the choice for yourself. I'm doing this for me. I have the team with me, but this is for me, and it should be for you as well. And I still believe you can do it. I still believe you can get through it. This is made for average humans, and we are all average humans, which means you can do it. So please stick with it. If you've missed a few days or if you've been doing it modified, come on back to day one with me. Let's do it right. Let's get it done right. But that's my spiel. So tomorrow will be the new day one vlog. I'm going to leave all the old videos up, obviously. But I'm going to still do the same thing, and I'm going to be back at it tomorrow, same way I've been for the past few days, just a little stricter and doing it right. So thanks for listening. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow, y'all.